Boom, boom. This is Kendra. Everybody, welcome back to the channel. All right, got a little bit of Destiny chat up today. So we got the new Ragna break. We got season 20 in here. So we've got a lot to cover. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Okay, first of all, you definitely want to take a look. The story picks up right where it left off. We're starting back on the main story. So go ahead and do the raid story. Okay, the narrative dungeon that's inside of here, because this will make everything a little bit understandable. It'll also make the childs that they're introducing out here. This right here is Procel, and this is actually Diablo, but you'll find that out inside the story. So, but yeah, you might want to read the story if it's a little bit confusing. But it's great because they picked up, like I said, we're back on the mainline story now after that filler we had last week. And you're going to pick up a story, you're going to pick up Retra. We're going to start getting some memories back, and some stuff's really going to start to happen. So everything's starting to come together. As I predicted, we'd probably get together with Arhat. Going to need her to beat Loki. And that is happening as well. And some surprising stuff with Judas. So definitely take a look at the raid story. It's very, very well done. And they're starting to kick things off really fast. So basically, nothing new in terms of this upgrade event is still going on. It's been going on for quite some time. There's 3 days left in that. So if you want to, get upgrade 4 to 3 up 4 childs to 5 childs, and then 3 5 childs to 3 6 6 stars. So that's something that you want to do. It's a 5-star ticket is what you get for the reward. So not too it's nice to have, but yeah, I'm running a little bit low on mats to take my childs up to 6. So. I'm not going to be able to complete that at this point. I want to hold on to them. So the premium summon attendance, this should be running out here shortly. I don't think you can complete that anymore. So I hope everybody got their hands on that. So we got a new mission pass up. The mission pass is basically the same as before. This is the pity. If you don't get Aurora, I already got her. So there's really not going to be something for that. Limited summon mission is if you want to, this is if you don't get her, will give you a chance to. This is actually to pick up summons and training. If you get her, once you do get her, train her up to 50, then start the ignition. Same with Procel. Okay, this one right here, you definitely want to participate in this. This is going to give you some enhancement mats as well as some cores, and you can get these little gold dungeons. This is actually inside of the Hephaestus Forge right here. This right here is, you can do recipes with these, enter a child, and you can actually get cores from within here. So another way to create cores, which is extremely, extremely useful. All kinds of enhancements tickets. So there's a lot of stuff in here. Soul cartas. Okay, you can forge cartas. And crystals, which see this right here. Yeah, so something that we've been hoping for in a long time was going to happen. Now this is very important for me, simply because of the fact that this allows you to disassemble. Okay, so that's really good. So you can take some of the higher crystals that you have and reduce them down, because that's extremely useful to me. Because I mean, on these fire mats, the 4 levels, I've got literally hundreds and hundreds of them, but they're useless to me because there's no way to. So this right here is a disassemble. So this is something that we've been waiting for a long time. So that's finally back in there. So this should allow you to, in my case, it's going to allow me to bring up some of my fire childs, as well as still have enough mats to do evolution materials. So that's very good, very good. I'm glad that's in there. So that's something new in there. You can do some overriding. This is if you want to change one that you have equipped, and you can override it to a new one. Okay, now understand that the core that you override is destroyed. Okay, so you're going to lose one, so it's not like you can pull one off and put one in its place. When you pull one off, it's destroyed. So but if you want to reformat some of your childs, maybe go more on power, more on defense, this allows you to do it. So if you made a mistake somewhere within the actual chain that you want to change, you can do it. So something that we've been asking for some time, and finally going to happen. So very impressed with that. All right, so that's all the mission passes. So definitely want to get into that. Now, as for the summons, we definitely got the new child. So we've got Risk Taker Annie, you should already have her. I'm actually using her as my leader because she increases skill damage for wood. You should be using wood attackers. The boss in the Ragna break here is actually Procel. Now, as I said, this was Diablo. This Procel is now water, so you want to bring wood in, and not be advisable to bring Firechilds into the actual this event. She does a pretty good amount of damage. So Annie is wood. Wood is what you want to bring in. So I'm using her as my leader. Okay, this is Aurora. We've got a new Aurora. As you know, Aurora was fire. Like I say, do the raid story first. Then I'm going to explain it. Aurora, Mitra forms a pact with Aurora and changes Aurora to this version of Aurora, which is Wood Aurora. Okay, so she's now wood, and you can, of course, use her, both of those inside of there. These are some of the childs that you might want to consider. We've got Citri there. This is Wood Citra, of course. Neptune Light, of course. Swimsuit, Lisa Wood, of course. And, of course, I was interested that they had a dark child in there. So I was surprised they have her in there, but I guess it is. And then here's another summon for if you want to get more copies of Procel. She has Procel's pretty good in terms of if you have a water team for assisting. Same with Aurora, very good for if you're having a wood team. So as of course these two childs can be used, but you could pretty much formulate any type of wood team and try it about. I'm already at 40, so I'm already in the Slayer. I'm already in the Slayer raids, so I can start. I can start focusing on the Slayers. So I will be doing that pretty soon. I just got there today. I think today's the 4th day, so we still got plenty of time left, so there's no rush. But you definitely want to get in there. So as I said before, raid story, do that. Raid shop, of course. The first was a copy of Procel. Second was this equipment is for Aurora, not for Procel. I mean, you could probably put it on her, but it's got Aurora's name on all of the equipment, so it's for Aurora. And then another copy of Procel. So, and then of course, once you complete the Ragna missions up to 39, you will get another copy of her. So that'll be a 2+ up for her if you're interested in her. Okay. Now, as I said, Procel is the boss in the Ragna break. So if you look at this, you're going to see that she does a lot of damage. Okay. Then she has debuff res and debuff duration cut. And all skill deaths plus 80% except for weak point attributes for all allies unable to use focus. Okay, so she does a pretty good amount of damage, as you can see this. Now this is not what you're going to get. This is the boss setup for her. Her actual skill set is a lot more tame that you're going to get. Basically, it's attack plus 18 for water type allies. So basically, of course, if you do have a water team. If you're weak water team, you might want to consider putting her in there. She's got some pretty good stuff. Focus damage to the lowest hit point, 75% chance grants direct hit. Priority with guard buff. Deal 400 bonus damage. Inflict water balloon. Deal 300 damage at point attack. To remove skill gauge reset of attack. So a little bit of manipulation and stuff. Different sets. Not something that definitely not. Something that you probably might want to stick in as a leader for your world boss, but it is what it is. This is not a bad character. Some of the others, Aurora, we'll take a look at her real quick. She's got a pretty good skill set as well, and of course, as I said before, she is wood. So, and she's towards the back here. I just got her yesterday, I think it was, so I haven't had a chance to bring her up yet. So right here is Remembering Aurora. Like I say, this is from your Fire Aurora. She's now Wood Supporter Aurora. I think she was a Fire. I think she was, I'm not sure what she was on Fire. I think she was a Supporter. She might have been a Healer, but she was Fire, I think. So now she's with us. So in Wood, we've got Skill Gauge, Charge Speed, Neg in raids. Bingo. So she's the raid that you might want to use in the rage. 20% added. So she's, Skill Gauge Manipulator. Always can use that. I'm using Risk Taker Annie simply because of the fact that her leader skill is crit rate plus 18 for wood type allies and raids, added crit damage of plus 40%. So you can stack some attackers in there, which is what I've been trying right here with some attackers. And I'm going to start subbing stuff in to see what's best. This just got me basically up to 40. I really wasn't looking and focusing on too much. I only had to use it a couple times to beat the 40 boss, a couple tickets. So I actually hit 4,000 damage, 4,100 damage with that actually. So it's a pretty good team. So basically, you just want to go heavy on wood, and you should be fine. There shouldn't be any other problems in that regard. So, but yeah, that's it. So basically, everything's the same. Still got the Devil Pass up. If you purchase the seal, you're going to get the copy of Procel. You get Procel's Hot Spring, which is really cool. I think that's a pretty cool hot spring. And then you get the hot spring for Aurora as well. So yeah, and of course, if you do go into the actual Infernal, the spa there, and do the actual Midnight Parade, you'll see that these are up. So I'm definitely going to focus a little bit on the water to see if I can get Procel, because that's a pretty awesome looking a spa skin there. I think that's really cool with a little black duty there. But yeah, so you remember Diablo was more of a creature like, well, when I'm not going to spoil it for anyone. You'll find out what happens in the story. So definitely take part in that. Like I said, we're back on the main line. So good stuff. So I was hoping we get some mainline story started back, and we are. So they're going to continue. It looks like they're not going to waste any time. So the plan's formed. We've pretty much figured out who it was did to us now. And we've got some of our memories back, not all of them. So it's going to be a long haul. It's nowhere near over. But we're all after the same thing. All right, so yeah, I just wanted to give you a quick update on that, let everybody know what was going on and who to look for. And do the raid story first, as I said, because you really need to understand it. Otherwise, you're not going to understand what's going on, because we're into the new. I mean, we're just, this is the main story. This is all new stuff and new happenings. So if you do the story, it'll help you understand a little bit about who these two new childs are and how they came to be and where they're from. Otherwise, you're just going to be looking at. But I think Procel's got pretty cool. You can sort of see the Diablo. You can sort of see the Diablo portion in there, right there, because that's that's vintage Diablo right there. So, but she's now modified, because Diablo. This is a much stronger version, 5-star. So pretty good for a water team if you're looking for something like that. All right. So, but yeah, that's it. So. Again, thanks a lot for watching the video. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Once you subscribe, you'll see the bell. Click on the bell, you get notified each time I do drop a video. Also, remember to like and share the video, as it does help the channel immensely. This is Kenrick coming at you from the corner, signing out.